In art, we have an element called value. Many people think that it means money, but it does not mean money. Yes, value is important in art, but that is not the element that we're talking about. The element that we're talking about is basically shading. So value is going from dark to light. So if I look at this, I can see this is my darkest value, and I would probably try to make that as close to black as I could, gradually making it lighter. Almost as if, again, it's vanishing. This would be closer to us because we'd be able to see it close up. And as it goes off into the distance, it gets lighter. So we're going to use this in 1-point perspective. Today I'm going to show you how to cut your shape, not physically with scissors, but with a parallel line. So again, I start off with a line. That line is called the horizon line. And the vanishing point. Now that I have those, I'm going to make some simple shapes, and you can watch what I do. I begin, again, with perhaps a square, rectangle, whatever it comes out to be, as long as there is no round edges. And I follow the steps that I did before, where I hatch or cross hatch, whatever you feel. Mark what points will not go off and what points will, and use your ruler to check if you need to. That's what it's there for. So all 3 of those do, and I connect it and I draw a line. Now I like to try to draw lightly for this because I'm going to be erasing. So I'm going to take my lines and I'm going to show you which lines need to have a parallel line. So we talked about how parallel means that it's 2 lines that run alongside each other and never cross. So they never cross over. So we are going to do our very best to take the lines that I highlight and make a parallel line to it. So for this instance, I'm going to grab a marker to show you, and I'm going to highlight this hot pink. Now that is one line segment, and that line segment needs to have a parallel line. So if I take my ruler here and I move it back, I want to see another pink parallel line. So you can use another colored marker to make sure that you're seeing what we're looking for here. You can also measure if you would like to make sure that it's accurate. For this beginning part, I think it's acceptable for you to just look at this line and create another parallel line alongside it with just your eye as best you can. So I go and make that line. And now I'm starting to show depth of the shape, and I'm cutting the shape off of this connected to the vanishing point. I don't want it to be connected to the vanishing point anymore. My next line segment is this line, and it connects to that line segment, and it makes like a reverse L. So now I also have to connect it. So not only do I need this to be a parallel line, I need it to be connected to that line to make the full shape. Once I've done this, I can essentially erase from my vanishing point. And this is where I'm going to outline the remainder of my shape, just so that I can see that it's popping out and you guys can see it on the camera. And I'm going to take a pencil, a wooden pencil. I like to use these for shading better. So I'm going to use my value scale, and I am going to gradually go from dark to light. And as I'm doing that, I'm always lifting up on my pencil. So it's not a difficult technique, but a lot of students have a hard time with the middle shades. They find that they go straight from dark to light, and it's very, very quick and dramatic. This, you want to go from dark to light and make it be gradual. So the same thing here, I want it to be dark. So I'm pushing down hard on my pencil. And then as I go, I lift up. So you do have to have some control over your pencil. You can turn your paper if it makes it easier for you, or turn your body if that makes it easier for you. I'm going to erase a little bit because I got lines going the opposite ways. And there. Now I could draw whatever I'd like on the face. I can make it darker or lighter, or put a pattern or a design or whatever it is that I would like to do on the face of that, I can. You're going to continue to practice 6 different shapes, and I would just like to see that you make accurate parallel lines and that you practice your value scale on the edges.